Hello and welcome to Cuppa Time. I'm thrilled you could join me today, and I'm equally thrilled to have Kathryn with me. So hi, Kathryn.
Hi, hello Fiona. Thank you for inviting me along.
Well, when we say invited me along, I took a phone call from you a couple of weeks ago, and although we've known each other for about 2 years or so, thereabouts, yes, you hadn't really come across doing an interview, and you just thought you'd seen others and you wanted to speak to me. So,
Well, I
wonderful.
did. So I fibbed. I invited myself. No, I think it's such a lovely thing. I wanted to be part of it, and I've got some cups I seriously love.
Yes. So that's where we're going next. So, Kathryn, can you share with me, please, what's under this? What's under the screen? Have you got favourites?
Cup number one.
Uh-huh.
I bought this with my sister in St Albans, in Hertfordshire, when she was visiting from her overseas home.
Right.
So it was a very special time, and I absolutely love it. It's even got some of my signature gerber on it.
Right.
And so that's very special. That's with my sister. My other sister bought me this in Pennsylvania. It's a lovely floral mug from Longwood Gardens, which was a fantastic time we spent together in Pennsylvania. Uh-huh. And then finally, my daughter lives in a little town called Brooklyn in Michigan. Right. And it's a delightful little town with a independent ice cream parlor and little independent shops, and it's gorgeous. And so this is my mug from Brooklyn, Michigan, where my daughter lives.
Lovely, lovely.
So
sorry, carry on.
I was saying all family connections, all important because of the family.
That's lovely. And also I saw another theme with the first couple, and behind your head is flowers.
Yes, yes, indeed.
What's the connection there?
Yes, indeed. I referred to those as my signature flowers, the black-eyed gerbera. It's sort of become my brand in my business, and it is just a personal favourite flower, so I just adore it. Yeah.
So when you're saying a personal favourite and a business sort of image,
it's literally that. Although in the spring my favourite is primroses, or in the winter it's snowdrops. It's whatever makes your heart go, oh,
that's true
at that moment. But the year-round favourite is the black-eyed orange gerbera, and I've made it my sort of business signature flower. So that's my flower.
Good. So in life, what is it that you do that helps keep you being uplifted and the wonderful Kathryn that you are?
Well, these days when we're spending so much time indoors, I love my big windows and the mature trees around. They lift me up, and I have to sometimes sort of remind myself that they're there and I can just go out and be near the trees, which is great. But day to day, again, it's flowers. Can I tell a family story about why I went into flowers?
Absolutely.
A family friend was had a breakdown and was in hospital for a long time. Mm-hmm. And one of her friends, I was quite young at the time, I was in my teens, but one of her friends sent her a bunch of a big array of daffodils in a basket. And this lady looked at the daffodils and thought, I wonder if there are any daffodils in the grounds. And for the first time in weeks, she combed her hair, got dressed, and went outside, and really after that more or less never looked back. So I kind of think the daffodils were the thing that helped her turn the corner with her mental illness. Mm-hmm. And that story sort of resonated with me, and I thought that's the power of flowers, and I want to do that to a greater or lesser degree every day when I give flowers or send flowers on behalf of someone. I'm sending a contactless hug, which is quite hard to say. a contactless hug for the person far away that you can't be with at the the moment. So it's just flowers. I just love the power of flowers. That's I
think that gardening and flowers and being around nature, I mean, you mentioned the trees, is what a lot of people have done recently, and maybe they've forgotten or time's been too busy and they've not worked with those things. But I certainly am hearing a lot of people returning to work with nature.
Absolutely. And I've forgotten who the quote is attributed to, but somebody said, when you're stressed, you really should go and spend an hour in nature. And if you're too busy, make it 2 hours.
Oh, really?
So I think that's really true. If you're too busy, you really need it. So that's really nature is just a fantastic panacea for us at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah. So do you so have you always worked with flowers since the teenage years, or was it something that you slowly got into?
I did go into it from teenage, and studied at the most prestigious college at the time, which was Constance Spry's. Worked in a shop in Knightsbridge, had an absolutely fabulous retail career before I started my own business.
Yeah.
But then I did do a little loop into something totally different. I was headhunted by an American family member to help them open a company for their business here in the UK.
Right.
So for a little while, the only flowers I was doing was sort of for friends and ladies who, not ladies who latte, but ladies who lunch clubs. I went along and demonstrated to them and did weddings and things. But I had to fit that around working for this American corporation for a time. So it's all been flowers, you know, if not full time, certainly most of the time.
Yeah. And how do you feel when you're sending these, you know, these hugs across to people?
Sorry, well, how do I feel when
you're sending these?
Oh, the hugs.
Yeah,
hugs, yes, indeed. Yeah. Well, I just hope that they're doing the most marvelous magic for them, because I get to I these days you have to press the bell and step well back, but I love that moment of delivering flowers. I feel like I'm delivering a smile, because as the door opens, the recipient, it just has a big beaming smile. You know, for me, you know, how wonderful. And that's a very nice moment, which I love. So I'm delivering smiles and contactless hugs.
Excellent. Excellent. So in terms of the rest of your life and people watching, some people will know you, some people won't have come across you. Is there anything that you've done that people wouldn't think that you might have done, or might be a surprise?
I think the thing that would surprise people, or there's a bit of a hint with my overseas family, is that I was actually born in California. I'm a California girl and a Beach Boys fan. So, yeah, I think that surprises a lot of people, because I've been here in the UK since I was 9.
Oh, right.
And I think I sound pretty English.
Yeah.
So I think most people would be very surprised to hear that I'm actually an American. So, yeah. So
have you had any yearnings to be over there apart from visits then?
Only visits. I've several times it's been a case of, shall I go, particularly when my daughter went, because, you know, that was a big wrench to lose her to the States. And you sort of think, shall I, and I've never quite managed to up sticks and go, even though it would be fairly easy as a citizen to get there and make a start there. But I just love here.
So we'll keep seeing you then. You're not going to...
Oh, yes, I'm afraid you will keep seeing me. And in person again soon, hopefully.
Yeah, yeah. Well, hopefully see you again. Apart from these virtual meetings that everybody has, we'll hopefully get back to seeing you at... we go to networking, for anybody that doesn't know us. We go to networking in Fleet. So, yes, it would be lovely to actually see you in person, because we did speak before we started recording, which is, it's lovely to see people, but it's also really, really nice. So nice to see people in person and just be around people.
Absolutely, that's so true. The energy that you get from a room is quite different from this, although I've really enjoyed our chat.
Good. Well, on that note,
thank you for having me. It's been a real pleasure. See you again soon.
Yeah, I'll leave you for today, and actually wasn't sure whether we're going to have a thunderstorm this side, so it's worked out wonderful. So thank you ever so much, and I'll see you again. You're welcome, and I'll see you again soon.
Bye.
Bye for now.